ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, Jackson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This from 44 yards away. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right out of the top.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Barrett looks to throw on first. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Here's Barrett on play action. Rolling to his left. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Lucky 56.
Barrett now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Jackson throwing once more. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Leopard! Leopard!
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Jackson certainly giving the Ravens a spark in his rookie year. He's got him on the move with a first down. They go play action here on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
So that'll back him up 5. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Barrett. Throw left side complete. It's Atkins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Barrett to throw. Steps away to his left. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 47 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Now he's forced out left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's able to find Diggs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
Jackson operating from the gun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And the pressure gets to him again. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Lucky 56.
Again, it's Fournette. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Fournette, a first down carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
To throw on 2nd down. Barrett. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barrett looking left side, and he's got a man. That's 4th. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A fourth down gamble turns into a fourth down scramble, but all is well. First down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now it's Jackson. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Jackson will throw again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Off the play fake, Barrett. He finds an opening past the 40. Throw left side complete. It's 4. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. Barrett now on second down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Here we go.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Keeps himself upright, eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Crabtree that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play, Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Again, Jackson. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Gone.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And now out come the Jags. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Leonard Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Fournette, a 1st down, still going. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, Jackson. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit, Detroit.
4th down, here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Detroit, Detroit. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Running left, it's Fournette. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll run it again with Fournette. That's a strong running. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
This is Fournette. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
A handoff, Fournette running left. He will push his way down to about the 14th. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lambeau will put this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Good. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Fournette. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.